Happy Friday and welcome to another video. All I can do is laugh because it has been a crazy 24 hours. If y'all didn't catch my live yesterday, it was live, as they can say. It was crazy. Normally I have these rants and I kind of go on. The next day I wake up and I'm like, maybe that was a little bit overboard. Maybe that was a bit much. And I will not lie to y'all and tell y'all I did not feel like that a little bit this morning on my way to work. And then the messages started rolling in. And I'd like to go over some of that with y'all. Plus talk about some positive things that are happening in the crypto world today, unless you're living under a rock and you don't know. And boys at BitHarvest have did it again. Yep, I know some of y'all might get tired of videos every day, but every day there's something changing, improving, and I feel I need to pass it on to y'all to let y'all know what's going on. So we're gonna get into all that little Friday update, and hopefully it won't take too much of y'all time up. Y'all got to start the weekend, and let's get started on this video. First thing I want to say is we had a great live last night. I've been trying to do lives Thursday nights, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time in the United States. And, we have some people that have watched the live. Some people also, a good amount of people, watched the section after. We had a very good live last night. I had 5 or 6 different giveaways during the live. I was able to airdrop 4 or 5 different people bhst tokens. Gave away some of these RTLSDRs and stuff like that, or the VHF when I'm waiting to find out which one sent to them. And we had some good giveaways. I know I'm trying to do giveaways to y'all. And I sent bhst, the bitharveststudio token, to them, where it covered 50% of their basic license. So we got 50% off. It helped the project out. One guy, this wasn't even his first time getting it. So when you combine, I think what I sent them last time, what I sent them this time, basically his whole basic license is paid for. So I try to do giveaways. Hey, if you want to call it bribery, we'll call it bribery. But just my thing, because I know these videos go way long. I got a feeling this one's going to go way long. And just my way of, for the people who do listen and sit around and listen to this whole fiasco and stuff like that, it's my little giveaway for y'all. And we'll be doing more in more videos. Well, like I said, unless you're living underneath the rock and don't know what's going on, you can't be in crypto and not know what's going on. So I got a little countdown down here on the bottom of the screen. 5 hours, 3 minutes. I'm seeing people who are upset and disappointed because this was supposed to be on 420, but I guess technically somewhere in the world, when this happens in 5 hours, it's gonna be 10 o'clock my time in Central Standard Time in the United States. It's gonna be 420 somewhere. So y'all people who just can't live without that kind of crap, y'all still get your wish. Look, even CBS News is picking this up on how big this is. And there's part of me that wonder if people who are new to Bitcoin, a lot of, ETFs brought a lot of new people in. If they're seeing articles like this that make it sound like this is a horrible thing that's going to happen and they're going to lose money. That was talked about a lot in the last halving, was people who didn't understand that the rewards for miners were having being cut by 50%, not the value. And people actually thought in the last halving that their Bitcoin was going to have, and they were selling the mess out of it. You don't see that now. Now you see, Israel bombing Iran last night and that kind of stuff going on. I'm not even going to discuss what I feel about that because this isn't the time or the place for that. But we have to watch how some of this stuff is being spread around. This is the 4-hour chart. I've been telling people nonstop since this dip back here. we have to quit panicking about this price action. I mean, we've been bouncing between this 1670 thing since February. We have a nice little push. You know, last night we had a serious drop. You know, looks like we fell. I was playing Call of Duty when this was going on. Me and Fluffy were talking about it. You know, this went from 63,000 to 59,000. You had about $4,000 drop in about 45 minutes when news of this Israel and Iran stuff started. But you're still not seeing, you know, this crazy dump, in my opinion, like we've seen in some previous halvings. This is all events because of what's going on in the world, not really because of the halving like we've seen in the past. I've been saying a 58,000, 57, maybe 56 at the lowest. Who knows after the halving? People might still drop this stuff, but I mean, you look at this candle right here, we recovered. I mean, we ate this back up and went up further. So I still think we're very healthy. I still think, and I'm watching these videos today of all these predictions, what's going to happen at the halving. And some people are kind of on the same boat as me, is you got to throw a lot of this stuff out the window because it's ETF. You know, I've been telling people that, I was telling people when it was hitting above 70,000, especially up here, to take profits because we were going to see a cut. If you look at the past cycles, we were going to see a drop previous to halving. I didn't predict the Israel thing, but I predicted a drop. So technically I was right to a point, you know. So I've been kind of preparing people, you know, what it's going to do here. You know, if it's going to bounce back down, I don't know. Y'all know y'all don't come to me for TA type stuff like this, but sometimes I've always said, because I'm not a serious TA guy, I don't read into the tea leaves as much as some people do. And sometimes to me, it's better that you do have that outside approach of looking at stuff, because some of these guys want to see maybe what's not there or want to not see what's there. And I just look at, you know, previous cycles. A while back, years ago, I used to argue that, you know, we have to, you know, you can't just follow the cycles. And then now you look at it as the cycles are repeating themselves. So I don't know. You know, I don't want to ramble too much about this. I still think this is a great buying opportunity. Last night was a great buying opportunity. I wish I had money. I've told y'all, if you're watching my videos over the last week, I'm hurting right now. Uncle Sam broke it off in me because of taxes and stuff like that I wasn't prepared for. I didn't estimate right. My side business did a little bit better than it normally does, and I was not prepared for it. So it's killing me right now not to be able to buy some of this stuff. You know, Solana dropping to $129 last night. I almost cried in the middle of Call of Duty last night because this was wonderful. And even $144 is wonderful. You know, Solana fell 40% from its high that it had. That's crazy. You know, even right now, it's at a 30% drop. You know, we're hearing estimates. This is not my estimates, but this is what some people are saying. You know, of an $800, $900 Solana, this bull cycle, $144 is a steal. Not financial advice. Don't follow me. Don't listen to me. But I'm just telling you, if I had it, I'd be buying it. You know, same thing with AVAX. It's absolutely crazy. Of where AVAX was at $65 is down to $35. You're almost doubling your money just for it to go back to where it was a month ago. Not financial advice, but we know that there's a lot of projects building on some of these chains right now. AVAX, Solana is hot. All right, moving on from things I don't know what I'm talking about as far as TA is concerned. It's fun to, you know, kind of pretend. I don't know if I say pretend, but sometimes it's good just to have a different look at it. So countdown's still going on. We got 4 hours, you know, I see people, they're having parties. Like this is New Year's Eve or something like that. You know, at least New Year's Eve, you get fireworks and you kind of know what's happening. And you got people who are doing these celebrations and these lives that are going to be live during the halving. And I'm like, it's going to happen and nobody's really going to realize. You're not going to be able to look at something and realize it's happening, you know? But anyway, so what else we got? Again, y'all know I talk a lot about BitHarvest. Did some airdrops during my live yesterday. Did some airdrops of bhst on my previous live today. Who knows, I might have a little bit left before this video's over, or a video this weekend or something. So I gave y'all a little sneak peek of something that we've all been asking for BitHarvest, and those guys delivered. So if you're in the Discord, I know I sound like a broken record. Well, first, this is not financial advice, but you have to be in the Discord for all these projects. But if you look in the Discord, you will see where there's a new announcement, and saying a source code, put a new app in your stocking. And I wonder what that could be. You can see we got our Cure coin running. Still got to do a video on that. So the guys from BitHarvest gave us a little Bitcoin Halving present treat, whatever you want to call it. So this is one of my BitHarvest devices. I know I got 5 or 6 of them now. Working on, I'll tell you what, I'll pause that for 1 second because I want to go over what I am working on with those guys on some other devices, but I don't want to get too distracted right now. So now when you go to configure, select app, we now have grass. A lot of us have asked for grass. Y'all know that if y'all have caught any of my videos, especially my Monday videos going over all the projects we're involved in, I'm running grass on several different laptops. Some are a little pain in the butt to deal with. And now this is going to open it up because I have 5 or 6 devices, like I was saying, and probably 3 or 4 of them are on different external IPs. And if y'all know anything about grass, y'all can catch my videos about grass. You know, you're only limited to so many tokens per day per external IP. So that's why I only got like 2 laptops running on 3 different external IPs with different networks I have, because there's no reason to put all 6 on one. So now instead of me having this on 3 different IPs, I'm gonna have it on 6 or 7 different IPs, because these BitHarvest devices will be able to run on the BitHarvest device on different external IPs that I have posted out. So now when I put my hosted spot that's coming up in Corpus Christi, Texas, it will also be running grass on top of pawns, on top of Cure coin, on top of Honeygain, on top of wingbits, possibly even with helium if I can get the helium hat to work on it. So old helium device. The one I put in Gulf Shores, whenever I feel like driving down the Gulf Shores, will have, again, I mean, what you up to now? Let me use all my fingers. Y'all know I failed college. So you're going to have helium on it. You're going to run ring bits on it. You're running Honeygain on it. You're running pawns on it. You're running Cure coin on it. Now you're running grass on it. That's 6. I had to go Google what, you know, they have quad mining, and then it was quintet mining, I think, for 5. So somebody, what is 6? Is 6 something like sex or something? I remember that in school because I was immature. I don't know. Well, look at that. Can't remember what I ate for lunch, but so sextuple is 6. So now I am sextuple mining 6 projects on one device. Now, if you're in the Pi-Fi and stuff like that, you can go to 7. So basically you have the option right here. You have 8 different projects right here. If you're in Pi-Fi, that's another one. Things 1X is another one. I think that they can manually put crank on it. I think they were waiting for some kind of update. So, you know, you go add crank to this. This is 9 projects on this one device. I know I keep saying I'm gonna repeat myself over and over in these videos, but we're gonna go and add grass right now to this project. All right, so I was thrown off a little bit, but it's just a mess up in the email, in the name of the field and all that stuff. So you're gonna put your email address here, and you're putting your password for grass. If you need a link for grass, help a brother out. I have a referral link that will get you at extra grass and help me out, because I need all the help I can get right now. If you can help me out, I appreciate it. If you want to help BitHarvest out, just to be fair, they got theirs here. Also, they have their stuff here for their referral links for Honeygain and pawns. And I can also I might have mine in my video also, just surprises. But to be fair, that's what these are for also, if you'll want. So we are putting my email address here and my password here and going to press deploy. On the bottom right, it does tell you fetching the latest grass app. And now I got completed. So now I'll give it a few seconds. I'm gonna go back to overview. This device, if y'all remember, honey gains and pawns can only run on one device per external IP. That's why this one right here does not have that. Now we see grass running up top. You can go to manage, and here's grass. You check the dashboard out, and it pulls up the dashboard. So here we go. Another project that we're running on this device. All right, so we're done with that. Another project we're running on BitHarvest. Now I got to go through my other devices, remote into those. I know they had an update issue where some of them you're getting a 502 bad gateway error. You can either power cycle it or it should be fixed in the update, but everything's running behind the scenes. And the only thing I'm getting a little confused with is I have so many tail scale keys running now with these different devices, and then they renew every day. So there's another version of that same device. They're supposed to be clearing that up at some point also, but that's getting confused. So now, you know, if I can't get to one or two devices, I don't know which ones they are. It's getting a little confusing for me, but I have patience. This is all brand new. It's a lot of stuff they're dealing with every day, but they're bringing more and more stuff to it. Again, if you're doing these other projects like Things with X and Podfire, you know, you're running 9 projects on one device for $30 that you can all manage from one dashboard. Can't talk highly enough about it. These guys are doing a damn good job. You know, guys, if this video right here does not sum up perfectly, if you need a chuckle, that's pretty good, because that's about right now. So currently on Twitter, you have people arguing, some people saying that the Bitcoin halving has occurred already. And you got people arguing that it hasn't done it. It's crazy. You know, all the timelines I was following and the countdowns, it happened earlier than they thought it was. But it's not like it's programmed at the exact time. It's per block. So the halving has occurred. So strap on the rocket. Let's get ready. Or it could be going in the other direction. We'll see. So in the final part of this, I don't know how exactly I want to address it, so I'm just going to let it go, and then we'll see how it goes from there. But if y'all didn't catch my video yesterday, it was a live one, like I was saying earlier. And, you know, we discussed Defli again, discussed my timeline I have written down. And I've had I was very surprised, honestly, by the amount of contacts I got, either through Twitter messaging, which I'd never use. I didn't know what the hell was going on with this Twitter messaging thing. But I had people contact me on Twitter messaging, email me, Facebook message me, Discord, all with their experiences of what they're going through right now with this project. Part of me said yesterday that was going to be my final project, and I was going to leave it alone as long as they didn't bring my name up anymore. But after hearing, and some of these people are new. Some of these people came on within the last 2 or 3 months. So I don't have to feel guilty that they watched videos that I did last year. You know, since December, I've been telling people, and actually there was a video before that where I started getting a little suspicious of some things and stuff. So really before that, but you know, 5-6 months I've been doing these videos about, you know, telling people, be careful, do your research. And clearly people haven't done research. Right now, if you go to YouTube and you search that project name, you cannot find one single positive video. Any influencer that's done a video has deleted it. we preach all the time, do your research, do your research, do your research. And apparently, and look, I know the people who got fleeced don't want to hear this. I guess it's time for big boy talk. And I'm sorry that this has happened to you. There's a part of me, like somebody I was discussing with earlier on Discord said, I can preach it from the high mountaintops over and over and over again. Some people just aren't going to listen. Some people are so enamored, so worried about possibly making life-changing money that they're not going to listen. They're going to listen to what this, or people are going to go into, or they're going to go into that Discord and see only these positive messages and stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to do your research. And it's not just about this project. It's about any of these projects, any project you're looking into. YouTube is a great resource. Just remember, you take it with a grain of salt. You come across my video about a project and I'm negative about it, you just tally that one little negative, and then you continue to research. And if you find 7 or 8 positive videos and only my negative, then you can say, well, maybe Grumpy is just grumpy and he don't know what the hell he's talking about. Hey, that's fine. And if you're doing research and you find nothing but positive and that's it, then that's a good thing. If you find videos where half are bad, half are good, then you got to make a decision, gamble, whatever. With this project that we're talking about, you go and do a Defli search. First of all, Defli doesn't even come up. You have to tell it, force it to search for Defli. When you Google it, you can't find anything outside of the company. I really have to watch what I'm saying, because even one person told me how there was no attorney that contacted them. Now that person's attorney's on it. But that's why I've told y'all many, many, many times over and over until I'm blue in the face, the stuff that I'm going to speak about, I have screenshots of. I got to hold it like this because of the green screen behind me. But the stuff that I took all these notes on, and this was just from, July. I didn't even go further back than that. September, October, November, December. So every one of these lines that y'all see on here with these dates is a screenshot that I have captured because I was taking notes along the way just to cover myself so that I can't get attacked by attorneys and that project anymore and be accused of making things up or anything like that. I had a little chuckle because their new token that they just came out with again has over 3,000 holders, but yet they've never had that many people in projects. So they've been handing it out left and right. It's going to snow in Texas tomorrow because I even got dropped some of those tokens. I've had 4 different wallets with that project, and all 4 got that token dropped to it. I have not had a miner hooked up to that project or device or whatever you want to call it since December, if I'm not mistaken. So December 11th of 2023 is when I came out with my final video after they forced YouTube, tried saying because I had some images of theirs from their website that was copyright infringement, to get my videos off. I went and then hid every video that I ever made about Defli. So since December 11th, which has been 5 months and 4 days, I have not had any devices with this project. And yet every now and then I still get some drops. I still get rewards somehow. That's just how messed up this project is. I have not sold a single coin, even though I was accused of in their in their Discord that I was, selling and tanking the price. Hell, I got these fly tokens, and I could have easily went on Uniswap today and sold, and I didn't. I'm probably going to end up just giving these away to people who I feel who got wrong by the project, so maybe they can swap it at some point. Because when the price does drop, not financial advice, but I can't tell the future, but when the price drops, I'm not going to be accused of, I sold, I don't know, I think I got 2,000 fly right now, maybe. Probably more than that, maybe close to 3,000. Because because I haven't checked all my wallets. I had wallets spread out all over the place, so people couldn't see how many I had, because I was one of not the first, but one of the first people in this back last March and April. And I had a lot of devices, so I had several wallets so it could be spread out. And I had wallets for family and friends and stuff like that when I was helping them with their devices. They got Fly also. They haven't been in this project since December. But so a lot of people have been contacting me, and it's the same rinse and repeat. One guy gave over $4,000 2 months ago. 2 months ago. So I know he didn't see any of my videos from this. He came across it from a different YouTube person. He told me that person has taken his channel down. That person said that, actually, you know, I might even put a link to, he made a YouTube video also, and I'll put a link to that so y'all can see that. Y'all can see that the stories are the same. And he was not negative in the Discord. He gave $4,000. They promised him it would be, items would be shipped. Then all of a sudden, when he asked in Discord for an update on his delivery, he's booted from the Discord. Then he gets booted from their Twitter. And, you know, I've had other people tell me that, and it's the same thing. And like I said, all this stuff that's right here, everything I spoke about in that video yesterday can be backed up. So I can't get in trouble from attorneys. I can't get in trouble for slander. I can't get in trouble for any of that, for talking mean or ugly about the project when it's facts that happen, because that's what some people were concerned with. And I will say this also. Defli is not the first project to do this. Unfortunately, it's not the last one. And that's one of the bad things about the Wild Wild West of crypto. And it's one reason why you also have to make sure that a project is doxed, that they show their faces, AMAs, you can at least hear their voice. Defli refused to do AMAs. They kept saying they would, and they refused to do it. They still put on their Twitter, before one was shut down, they have a new one, that when we kept arguing in Discord, and some of the other channels, and even on these videos, about why projects have to be doxed, they immediately put a post on their Twitter that, you know, the project should be able to speak for itself. That's old school thinking. You don't have to worry about doxed. Trust us, bro. You don't have to worry about being doxed. And then you have people who are now taking down YouTube videos. Now they want you to do validators and nodes and stuff like that. If y'all sign up for this, listen, I know this is rude, but this is straight talk. Y'all deserve it at this point. You cannot Google this project and find positivity about it other than what they put out themselves. Quit looking at the promise of green and do your research. Protect yourself. I know we said don't never play with money that you can't afford to lose tomorrow, but don't go willingly lose it. You know, I'm gonna post a link of something I found where another project very similar did the same thing, to show you that some of the games are the same, but it's other projects doing it too. And when you hear what that video has to say, it sounds awfully familiar. And there'll be another video in a year or two about another project that does it, because that happens in crypto. But you have to protect yourself. And that's the biggest thing, is I don't want to keep harping every video on Defli stuff. I don't mean my channel to be at one time pro Defli. Now I'm the anti Defli. But when I got these messages last night and today after that video and listening to these people's story of what's going on, and it's the same stories and the same things. And then that project is telling them the same thing that they're telling other people, but yet they're in the Discord telling people, because I can see it. But don't listen to any of them. That's just one bad person and all this other stuff. And you look at it as back in June, or before that actually, May, then June, then July, then August and September, we couldn't get stuff shipped. Oh, don't worry, y'all about to get shipping numbers. Hey, stuff's in the shipping chain. The shippers should be able to reach out to you soon and give you shipping stuff. And then we had it where, again, this isn't made up. This is all screenshotted where, oh, it's not on us to give you tracking numbers, but the shipper's going to take care of it. Oh, everything's in the shipping chain. September 19th, it's going to come out, or September 12th, or whatever it is. Everything should be, we're told that everything's coming. And it doesn't get shipped. And here, this gentleman here is in February or March and dealing with the same exact thing, because when he goes in Discord, he doesn't see all of it that happened last year 2 or 3 times, because that gets deleted. And anybody who had that negative dealing before gets deleted. Are y'all catching on yet? I can get attacked for this. I know I'm gonna get attacked for this. I might even get a attorney letter. And then my attorney will say, we have the facts to back it up that this occurred. Here's the screenshots. Do you want the picture? My attorney knows what I'm saying. I've sent him these videos. I've sent him what the stuff I have to make sure that I'm walking that line. And again, as long as I don't start speaking about crap I don't know about, and I'm assuming or guessing, that's where I get in trouble. So I speak about the stuff that I know about. It pisses me off, breaks my heart, whatever you want to say, because the project had a lot of premise. I will continue to say that. Being involved in the job I am, I know there is a need for a project similar to that. But this ain't the project. Could have been the project, but it couldn't be legit either. So they're going to go, they're promising next week there'll be fly and a real fly exchange and all this stuff like that. And so if you can all of a sudden move their token, does that make the project legitimate? No. You can go right now on Uniswap and buy fly if y'all want to. If y'all want to support that project, or sell your fly if you want to, you know. But you can also, supposed to be able to exchange at some point for all their 5 different coins they got, or 6 different coins. That doesn't make this project legit. There's a problem when, if anybody asks about their update on shipping stuff, they get booted from Discord. I don't know how many people are still in that project. I really don't. I know they got, several good amount of people still in the Discord, but he even admits, I have a screenshot of that too, that majority of the people, or a good amount of the people in that server, I think he said good amount, I don't want to misquote him, aren't even part of the project. So what, are you just keeping your Discord full? Like, I don't know. If you can't, to this day, nobody knows a single person's name with that project. He's already admitted that his LinkedIn profile was not correct and not him. The picture's not him. That has to make you wonder. You go to Binance and you go to Coinbase and you go to some of these other websites who tell you, don't get involved in projects, especially new projects that won't dox themselves. He sits there and tries to say that that's old school thinking, when Binance is the biggest exchange. Coinbase is probably the second biggest exchange. And that's what they're telling people. And they're wrong and you're right. Y'all be careful. Be careful with any of these projects. I'm looking at Grass over here. We know who Grass is. They did AMAs. They did it. bhst guys, we know who those guys are. They did AMAs. They've spoke to us. Wingbits, doing AMAs almost every week. Faces on camera. We know who those guys are. Nadix, Silencio. We've seen videos of them. We know who they are. Can they still, any of the projects still rug pull? Absolutely. But we know who they are, and you know who to hold responsible, or somebody can hold them responsible. We look at FTX and some people involved in that, and some people had nothing to do with that. Sometimes crazy things happen. One person can bring the whole downfall of something. Bear markets come and COVID type event would come and crash stuff. I know I'm rambling on. I know I'm ranting on. I really want to be done with this. I really, 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 really want to be done with this. Just because you have a fly exchange or whatever it is, pool with $700 in it, or $700 worth of volume in 24 hours or whatever it is, doesn't make you legit. because you airdrop at 3,000 and you're trying to say how many holders they got, and you want coin market cap, and you want whatever else exchange to be able to see y'all have volume and stuff. Doesn't make you legit. Look at these meme coins and see how it doesn't make them legit projects, because you know they have millions and millions of dollars in 24 hours of volume. But like somebody said earlier, you can lead a horse to water, can't make them drink the whiskey. And we've warned people. I don't know how many more people we can warn about it. I'm very disappointed still in those admins and those guys. I'm reading these comments from that these administrators are doing. They should be absolutely ashamed of themselves, especially the two that I talked to a good amount on there. I'm very disappointed on them. Very disappointed. One person who actually lives close to me, kind of close to me, hour or two away, that I even led to that project last year. He is so drunk in the Kool-Aid and just thinks that anything negative is just hurting the project. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. You know, I said it last time, I'll say it again. I hope I don't have to talk about this no more. I hope I'm done with it. But I got a feeling I'm not. But I'm going to try not to bring it up anymore. See what happens. People contact me, and I'm telling them I'm sorry. You know, I'll post a video below of what the other guy who put it on YouTube in public, you know, saying what his, and listen to his video. It's only, I think, 13 minutes long, maybe. And listen to it. Just sit back and listen to it. And then you're going to hear the same stories where it's not just coming from Grumpy, you know. And I'm going to put final before I'm done after this. I put this on my Twitter earlier. If you're not part of my Twitter page, please go and join my Twitter at GrumpyDad56. And, you know, I got over 10,000 subscribers now, and I'm hurting on Twitter subscribers. But some people don't want to be on Twitter, and I can understand that. I know some people have issues with all that. But, and what I put on Twitter was this. I'm challenging the other YouTube influencers. There are other YouTube influencers out there, and I don't even consider myself an influencer. Influencer means that they have a good volume of people who are watching videos, subscribers and stuff. You know, while I appreciate every single one of my 10,000, 100 or 200 subscribers, there are people who have 100,000 subscribers who know what this project is doing to people. Those people who had did videos and pulled them down, but they're so worried about their channel, they don't want to say anything negative. To me, you have a duty at this point. You want to be a crypto influencer. You can't just always speak of the positive. Y'all can disagree with me. If so, y'all disagree with me. Won't be the first time, won't be the last time. But y'all have to do, to me, y'all have to be warning people also when y'all know what's going on. There's a reason why y'all took y'all videos down. And this is not just for one person or anything like that. This is for, and if you listen to this video that I post a link to, he says that he's contacted. I'm gonna tell you, until today, when I saw this video, I have never spoken to this gentleman before that. Never. He contacted me on Twitter messaging beginning of April. Didn't even know about Twitter messaging. I'm not joking to y'all. I guess that's part of me getting old. Didn't click on it until today when other people started getting it, and I saw the icon on Twitter lighting up, whatever you want to call it, indicating messages. And when I clicked on it, I clicked on the 2 or 3 other people that contacted me on that. Then I saw his from April 1st. And he happened to leave another message this morning. So that is the first time we officially spoke to each other. And he said, hey, I want to show you this. It hit that. So when he talks in his video about he spoke to other YouTube influencers that were involved in the project, or that Defli was trying to get to talk about, you know, do videos for him and stuff, that's not me. I'm telling y'all, that's not me. Y'all know I'm straight with y'all. And so there's my point I'm trying to make with that is he says that there's other YouTube people who at one time were pro this project, who either did videos or knew about them, and then have now said they don't want anything to do with it. They know there's these issues going on. And that's my point I'm getting at is there's nothing wrong with a YouTuber saying, hey, yeah, these are some of these good projects, GeoNet and Grass and bhst and wingbits and Demo and all the stuff like that. But there's also these projects y'all need to watch out for. There's nothing wrong with that. Your projects, your videos don't have to be 100% kiss ass. Again, y'all can disagree with me. Maybe that's why y'all got 100,000 subscribers and I got 10, because maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But to me, y'all have a duty to also help protect people in this crypto market, because people are getting fleeced. And y'all know that this project is fleecing people, letting them buy $4,000 and $5,000 worth of products that they never get in. Listen, I'll be honest with y'all. A month and a half ago, one of the admins who I told y'all that I also have business dealings with, I asked him, I said, when I got out this project, the person in charge of it wanted me to be completely done with it. He didn't want me to, because I hold millions and millions of their coins. He wanted me to send them all back to them, burn them, whatever, and they'd give me a refund on all my hosted devices and stuff like that. I was so pissed off the time. I'm like, whatever. I don't even want to deal with that. A month and a half ago, we got all this stuff going on. We have these meme coins going on. I'm trying to build this computer and stuff. And I said, you know what? If I could even get just my money back on hosted devices, I'm talking about $1,500, $1,600 worth of just the licenses I paid for. I will be happy to send y'all every flipping coin that I have a hold of. One wallet got smashed in one of my phones. When the phone got smashed, at that time I didn't have it. Now recently, after I tore through my safe at home looking for something else, I actually came across it. It was in the wrong spot. But I told them, y'all can have every one of my tokens of all these different tokens I got. All I want is, I don't want an extra cent. Just give me back what I paid for hosted licenses, because I'm not getting rewards on them anymore. Every now and then I get some weird drop of a token, and I'm like, why am I getting this all of a sudden 7 weeks, 9 weeks, 12 weeks after, or 15 weeks after I'm done with this project? I don't have anything plugged in, whatever. And they told me through this admin that, yeah, they were all for that. That they would send me a form that I would sign that would say I would send all the tokens I had available to me. And if I ever came across the tokens from any wallets or anything like that that I couldn't get a hold of at that time, that I would either burn them or never sell them. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm not planning on ever selling them again. I'm not selling them now, and I can do it. I didn't sell them when they had a little bit of liquidity in some of these other pools. I didn't sell them because I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be accused of that. And day or 2, 3 goes by, 4 days goes by, 5 days goes by. I asked the admin that I'm friends with, I said, okay, what's the process here? Am I supposed to be making this form up, or are they making a form up? Hold on, let me ask the guy in charge. Then I get the a-hole comment as usual. We offered to him this months ago and months ago. Now, you remember, they just agreed to it like 6, 7 days before that. Now they're saying we offered him that 5 months ago. He wasn't in a rush then. He don't need to be in a rush now about this form. We'll email him when we're ready with the form. And that was a month and a half ago. And at this point, I don't know if I would even take it, because I feel dirty doing it. There are people on here who have not gotten refunds for their licenses. This is why I'm being honest with y'all. This is why, and y'all know this is how I am with this channel, that I'm being fresh, honest with y'all about everything. And I don't know if I would take a reward. If anything, I probably would buy $1,500 worth of bhst token and airdrop that to people who I know that got screwed over, because I couldn't profit from it, because I know people didn't get license money back. I know there's people who didn't get money back for products that they bought, who got banned for asking shipping updates. But that goes to show you how this project is. And I'm sure after I did these videos the last 2 or 3 days, I'll never, ever, ever see it, which is a slap in the face of decentralization that we talk about with crypto. And I'll say this again, and then I'll be done with it after this, I promise. Everybody talks bad, not everybody, but a lot of people talk bad about a lot of these projects. It's part of it. Go Google XRP or look up XRP and see the people who bash it. And you got people who like it. Go look up Cardano. Go look up any of these projects. But this project, because I talk bad about it, is like, how dare you talk bad about this project? People get booted from Discord because they mentioned this project in another Discord. Come on, man. All right, I'm rambling on and on. Y'all get the point. Be careful. That's what this is all about. This ain't just about this project. I'm gonna show you the video of the other project where somebody says these type of things happen, just to show you that it's not just Defli. This can happen with other projects that you don't do your due diligence on. Make sure they're doxed. Make sure you know who's dealing with that project, who's in charge of it, who runs it. You have a name, you know who's doing it. Are they doing AMAs? Are they doing public calls or anything? You look at that, you do your research, you look up Twitter, you look up X, or you look up YouTube. Some of you have Facebook for your older people. Never thought Facebook would be for the older people, but that's what it is now. Some of them have TikToks. Do your research, gather your research. If you're in some of these crypto groups, and we have a DPIN Facebook group, people come in all the time and say, hey, I heard about this project, XNet. And yeah, people who said, hey, this is what, I'm making decent money with it. It's been good to me so far. Some people said, hey, watch out for this. And I told you the other day, I'm cautious about something like XNet, but if I had $200 to blow, I would take the chance on it because I did my research. And yes, there were some negatives and there's some positives, and I'm weighing that out. But again, the guy on XNet is on video. So makes it feel a little bit better. GeoNet's a kind of new project. Somebody comes in there and asks about GeoNet, and everybody's thought about how great it is. If you got $600 something to blow on that miner, go for it. I tell y'all that the same thing. I wish I would have got on GeoNet a while back when I heard on it. I don't have $600 flying around right now that I can do that. You got to do your research. And I know I'm rambling on and on, but I'm just passionate about it, and I feel bad for these people who are getting fleeced on it. And I feel like if I tell you for the 21st time, some of y'all will listen. I'm done. It's Friday night. It's 8 o'clock. I still have to go to the gym. Still have to get my Bywater bourbon from New Orleans and Diet Coke. Go get my ass whipped in Call of Duty. Tomorrow, my daughter's softball team is playing in the playoffs. They won last week in the playoffs. Play again tomorrow. Saturday is supposed to be flooding rains again, and then we start the week off Monday again. So I don't know what kind of videos y'all going to see this weekend, and hopefully I'm done with this other subject again. I got triggered a little bit when I got these messages. Felt that y'all need to hear that this is not just me saying these things. It's other people also. But hopefully I'm done this time. Y'all have a great weekend. God bless all y'all, and be careful out there. Yeah, we'll see y'all in the next video.